Good evening, guys. Uh, Welcome to my session today, where we are discussing about an interesting topic, which is beyond Metapixel. So there is something called a conversion API. People who are following my channel might have already known about this, but yeah, we are going to the next level and understanding that all even everyone, every Facebook marketer, every Meta advertiser uses Metapixel. Metapixel is a technology through which you can actually track the browser events basically and the user's behavior basically. Which page he opened, which page he opened, whether they filled up a form, they purchased something, they downloaded something. Every event that they do through a browser can be tracked through a Metapixel. Metapixel not only tracks the data, it allows you to create audiences based on the activity and also uses it to remarket it. Means, let's say, you want to create a audience, you want to show the ad to people who are more likely to be your audience or who are like your audiences or like your customers. That kind of marketing can be done. But what was the problem till now? Metapixel has limitation because it is browser based. So we'll come to what is the difference between Metapixel, Pixel versus Conversion API in a while. First, let us understand what is the problem. So let me share my screen here. So are you able to see my screen? Just reply yes and comment if you're able to see my screen. So let's say let's take an example of a lead generation process where uh, we basically generate leads through meta ads. So people come to your, so this is you, okay. So what you do is basically you see meta ads. This is step one. You see meta ads. You fill up a form. Then what happens? So sometimes you send email, get it in a Google Sheet, or download this data, and you start calling, WhatsApping, etc. So we start doing this thing. So this is the basic form where we generate lead, download the lead, and we start nurturing. Okay, this is the basic thing. Now, what else can be done here? Let us see what else can be done here. Some people use CRMs. Okay, so when we use CRM, we go one step advanced. So this is step one, step two, step three, step four. Now, what happens in CRM? We start marking lead as whether a warm lead, cold lead, hot lead, a customer, or not a serviceable thing, junk, whatever it is. So there are, depending on the business type, you have multiple stages of your life cycle, and you start marking your leads accordingly. Now, what happens is, now till now, what was the thing? The CRM thing was an external thing. So whatever you do after you get the leads was an external thing. You never knew how to send this data back to Facebook. If I simplify the sentence, it simply means that we generate, let's say, 1,000 leads in a month. Take it offline, take it somewhere in a CRM, or take it somewhere in a Google Sheet. Start calling. Now Facebook doesn't know whether your lead ad was good or not, whether the leads are converting or not. There was no way you were able to tell that, yes or no. Till now, you never knew how to do that. So in such case, what can happen here is, in such cases, we were having a one-way communication, that we are not knowing what to do and how to tell Facebook that my lead campaign is working well or not. So Facebook had no idea, or Meta had no idea until now. Now, what has happened, what has transformed is, so we used to do custom conversion based on browser events. In case of lead ad, we never used to do custom conversions. We used to manually download the lead, hot leads, create custom audiences from that, all this thing. But till now, browser was the only source through which we are passing back data to Meta. However, with Conversion API now, you can create based on CRM events. That means it's a powerful technique where I can say that, dear Meta, these leads are hot, these leads are warm, these leads have become customers, these leads have gone to proposal stage, these leads are not serviceable, these leads are cold, these leads are junk. So I can go ahead and tell Meta that, while creating my campaigns, I can select an option where I can choose only warm leads, only hot leads, only customer type of leads that I want. So I tell Meta that, I want this kind of leads. I give them an input that I want only warm leads, or I want leads which are like my customers marked in my CRM. So that kind of things are possible through Conversion API. And it not only allows you to create events based on external or third party tools activity like CRM or any other thing. Apart from that, it also gives you multi-channel attribution, because Conversion API tracks beyond devices, beyond browsers and tools. Okay. It also that means when suppose you have a mobile app in Android, a mobile app in let's say iOS, you are also using a CRM, you have browser-based events, you are using two types of web apps, doesn't matter. You can capture all the data in one place. As such, Pixel has upgraded from Pixel to datasets. Now datasets with Conversion API can capture everything at one place. That also means we have stronger data bound marketing that is possible, and very, very strong remarketing. Now we are talking about Conversion API. So I'll take you through what exactly is Conversion API in a moment. Meanwhile, if you're watching, let me know if you have any query till now. Reply in the comment and I'll respond to that. Meanwhile, let me go ahead and take you more on the Conversion API. What exactly is that and how to use that? So this is the current procedure basically. So you run meta ads and here you see your browser. This is your browser. This one is your browser where you see everything through a website page. This is your website. And people who are web developer or are into website development or into understand the web architecture, they understand that there are two types of event that happens when you open a website or any web page. The same thing happens for mobile apps also. There are two types of things. So you request and response means, let's say I want to open a website. So I type the URL. When you say hit enter, you are actually requesting the web server to give the data of that website. So the website server gets the request, processes it, and sends you back response to your browser in the form of HTML. So for every action, there is a request and response. So this request and response happens for your website, link clicks, download, form, whatever you want to do. Okay. In such cases, what used to happen till now is you have a pixel in your browser and you are doing a lot of activity. The pixel silently captures everything, sends back information to meta ads in form of events. Means if you open a page, then it is an event. If you add to cart, it is an event. If you purchase, it is an event. Now, if you notice, for every action you do, the page refreshes and a new page opens. When a new page opens, it tracks it as an event. In case of WooCommerce or Shopify, the tracking is automatic, like and it automatically tracks add to cart, initiate checkout, all this thing. In case of a custom page, like we have a lead form, all this thing, we have to specify. Certain tools like certain platforms like WordPress or all this thing can send you information like form submission, all this kind of thing. Now this is the basic thing that used to happen through your metapixel, which is here. There was a problem there that there was, if suppose your browser or your internet connection is slow, if you have a pop-up blocker, if you have a ad blocker, you have a JavaScript blocker, if you have not enabled cookie, or if you have so much of restriction, if you are using a very safe browser, this thing did not happen. Another thing which troubled most of the meta advertisers is iOS. iOS denied to load the pixel or send information through the pixel to Meta, and that created a lot of rucksucks, and many marketers suffered. And then iOS 14 problem was solved, and Meta decided that now will not depend on the browser or the device of the user. We will go beyond that and do something which is beyond the control, beyond the dependency of the browser. So whether someone is using Windows, somebody is using iOS, somebody is using something else, some alien tool also you are using, we don't depend on the browser or the device. That is the resolution that Meta wanted to do. And ultimately what happened is they come up with something which is immensely powerful, and it is called a conversion API. Let me show this to you. So let me just zoom it out. This should be enough. Okay, some more. Okay, some more. Okay, fine. In such case, what happened in earlier cases, there was no connection between the two servers here. In now, what happened is, apart from having a pixel, if you implement something called a conversion API, the web server and the meta server, or the application server or the mobile app server and your meta server start interacting with a tool called API. API is basically application programming interface, where it is a connection between two applications basically. So this interface for applications to interact and send and receive data. So when this API thing is happening and is implemented, irrespective of what is happening at the browser, you start getting and receiving, sending and receiving information from your web server to the API. In this case, if you also have a third party CRM, the CRM also interacts with the meta server through the API. Okay. So what is the advantage here? Let us understand. In such case, what is happening is, whatever transaction is happening at your web server, irrespective of the data is shown in the browser or not, it is parallelly sent to your browser, also sent back to your server. So when it is directly sent back to your server, it is more safe and secure. Let us understand that, let us take a real life example, that you are getting information through somebody, and you are directly going to a server and checking the information. For example, I'm checking the result of one of my friend, whether he passed or not. If I know it from somebody, it may or may not be that much accurate. But if you get that data directly from the server, you log into the server and check, that will be 100% accurate, because you are going to the source. So there is a connection between the sources. This makes the entire process most powerful and robust also. So in this case, what happens is, things are possible beyond browser. It is not dependent on the browser, and it is more accurate, more powerful. So what Meta tells us, let me take you through this. Let's stop the share. Let me share again what Meta promises us. Let me share that with you. So this says, with the use of conversion API, there is a, let us take, this is a graph here, x axis and y axis. So let us say this is your cost per ad cost will slowly go down. So this is the ad cost. Purple one is ad cost. Then let us say this green one is conversion. Is conversion will slowly go up. Now if you see, this is the conversion rate, or conversion, you can take anything. Now if you see here, as and when you are using Meta conversion API, you are slowly increasing your, see, this is the gap, and this is the advantage. This gap is positive gap, that your cost is going down, your conversion rate is going up, and this profit is increasing drastically as and when you start doing. So this gap will broaden. That means your cost is going down, your conversion is going up, and your profitability is going, whatever is the difference between your cost and, let's say, revenue or conversion, That is the profit. Your profit goes down, sorry, goes up constantly, and it becomes more and more intelligent. So this is the advantage. So it says roughly 17% more conversion, 30% lesser ad cost. So this gap is between these two. It's not just 17 or 30. As and when you use, this is a huge gap in terms of numbers. That is the advantage. So in this case, what we can do is we can create custom audiences based on multiple events. We can create events based on what is happening in my CRM, what is happening in my third party tool, what is happening in like any other devices or applications. I can create a data based on multiple applications, multiple what do you say, devices, and there is no dependency on device or application or the technical architecture of the tool basically, and you are getting the data directly. This makes us powerful to generate better leads. So what is possible through conversion API? Let us try to understand that. When you implement conversion API, what exactly happens? What you can expect from that? So with the implementation of this, so if you are doing lead generation, lead cost will go down, quality will go up. So if you are doing e-commerce kind of campaigns, your cost will go down, conversions will go up. Now, how exactly this happens? So when I'm saying lead, cost, quality, conversions, this is because of two things. This is possible because of two things. What are the two things? Because your pixel along with conversion API. Now, point to remember is we are not ditching pixel. Pixel will be there. So pixel will also work. Conversion API will also work. So with pixel and conversion becomes stronger, your targeting becomes stronger. Then now we have come up with the concept like advanced targeting option, advantage plus audience. Then Meta also understands which kind of copy they like, which kind of video is working, what which kind of image is working. So internally, I don't have exactly the intelligence about how internally Meta works, but what I can see here is how it targets, how it positions, how it serves your dynamic ad, which product it shows from your dynamic catalog. All this thing Meta learns very easily based on the behavior of your audiences, customers, and it's like serves your ad better. So when right people are seeing your right ad, the conversion will definitely go up. That is the simple logic. Right people are coming to your lead form, right people are fill up the form, and you are actually clubbing it with your CRM, getting back the data and constantly improvising. So here in this case, what is happening is this is you, this is Meta, then this is your feedback engine. Feedback can be from your web server or CRM. So these three are constantly talking to each other. So these three are constantly talking to each other, giving feedback to all this thing, all the system, and you constantly get better conversions over a period of time. It automatically lowers your cost of advertisement. So that is all about why we should think beyond meta text, meta pixel, and why conversion API is definitely useful if you are doing any kind of advertisement, may it be lead generation, may it be e-commerce kind of ads you are doing using Meta. Doesn't matter which platform you are using, but there is a way to integrate conversion API, and you must adopt it. There are multiple things I wanted to take you, but since this is a live session, probably I cannot explain a lot of things, and certain things cannot be shown openly. But yeah, what I can definitely say is that in long run, guys, cookies browser dependency will be very minimal. Either cookies will be removed, maybe security point of view. Your browser will not send a lot of information back and forth from the user, and data will be sent more securely in coming days. Meta is smart to adopt conversion API and give it to you. You must be smarter and adopt conversion API apart from using the pixel, so that your advertisements are working better and you get better results. So if you have any questions, let me know. And this is something which we are practicing every day, and we have started using for myself, for my clients. And if you want to know more about, like, whether how to learn this, you can actually get in touch with me. So I train this in my training in via Profit Funnel workshop. And if you are a business, you can get in touch with me and explore on how I can do it through my agency. So both the services are available for you. If you want to learn, let me know in the message or comment. I'm there available. I will reply to you. And if you want to get trained, then surely the upcoming batch, you can. I will let you know. I'm not yet decided, but uh, based on the availability, I'll be starting another batch. We recently completed a batch, and the participants are thrilled to use. Very soon, I'll be sharing some of the testimonials on how people are using that. And if you are a business owner, if you want us to explore this and do it for you, you are welcome. I'm open, and we can do that for you. So you can send a message to me by Messenger or LinkedIn, or you can email me if you want to explain me more. You can also simply drop a WhatsApp message. This will go to my WhatsApp chatbot, but I'll definitely go through that and revert back to you. So thank you for your time. Thank you for your attention. And I hope this session, though looks a little technical, I have been able to uh, explain you why we should use things beyond Metapixel, why we should use conversion API. And reason is simple, basically. As and when things are improving, as and when problem comes, there comes solution. People, when these platforms give us solution, we should be smart enough to adopt it early, so that we don't face the problem later. So with that, I conclude my session. Thank you for watching me from LinkedIn, YouTube, or Facebook. And I look forward to come up with another session in the coming week. Thank you, guys. Have a good night.